All right, good morning, everybody. And okay, so Rick and I don't have a lot going on today. And so we decided we're going to head out for coffee and donuts. And, you know, one of the things we love about Panama City
Is the murals.
is all of the artwork that's going on downtown. You know, our area, our downtown area has been kind of an area that's a little bit blighted, and you know, it's a small little downtown, and anyhow, and we also went through a Category 5 hurricane, and since then they have revitalized downtown Panama City with new businesses and new restaurants, and there's this huge force of artwork that has come into the downtown area. There's murals all over the place. So that's what we're doing this morning. We are sharing just the local art and murals of downtown Panama City, and hopefully going to be able to stop and get like some coffee and donuts along the way. So stop one, welcome to Panama City. This is one of our favorite murals. Look at the shadow on the beat. Like, this is genius, seriously. And it goes the entire length of this wall. I'll try to get some better photos of this so I can show you also. And it leads all the way down to this little area right here with these tiny little bees. Like, how genius. It's so good. All right, so again, this is just one of our absolute favorites in downtown. I just think it's so smart and cool, and the scale of these flowers, the shadows on the bees, it's so neat. Like, it's one of the coolest ones. We are moving on. We're in front of the Panama City Center for the Arts, and they have butterflies all around the entire building. Well, not the entire building, but this portion of the building. And I remember the first time we saw this, I was on a bike ride over my lunch hour, and I was at the far end of like our kind of like downtown Main Street. And I saw it coming up, and I got so excited, and I called Rick, and I'm like, we've got to go on a bike ride after work so I could show it off to him too. It is so cool. And anyhow, I'm gonna turn this around so we can kind of show you a bit of it. City Center for the Arts is decorated for Christmas, but look at these butterflies, and they kind of trickle over into the alley. I need to back up. Being on the coast of Florida, it's pretty awesome to have something like this hammerhead shark on the side of our building. Not our building, but the side of history class. Pretty darn cool. Okay, here is something else. Like, you have to really walk around all these old streets down here, because otherwise you'll miss something like this. Like, how cool is that? This mural, the brake hardware tool, General Hardware, was one that was uncovered. As they've been clearing out and kind of redoing these buildings, they've been finding murals underneath, and this is just one of a few that they've found at that. And Tom's Hot Dogs is actually the business that's around the front, but anyhow, that's just one of the really cool things about revitalizing an old small town. It's finding historical things like this underneath. It's awesome. All right, so whereas that Brace Hardware, they've completely redone that mural, this mural, they also uncovered its RC Cola, and they haven't done anything with, and it kind of just gets cut off by where another building was put up years ago. I'm gonna turn this around so you can kind of see. It's so neat though. I love that they're uncovering this kind of stuff down here. Do you see how that's kind of cut off right there? So neat. This is a big wall of murals, like right in front of our Welcome to Panama City sign that we have, our Downtown Panama City sign. It's kind of in front of me this way. This is one of the first, it's like a welcome wall, I think is what they call it. And I'm going to get video, but it's a bunch of different murals from local artists and not local artists too. I think there's some like pretty big artists. This big pelican behind us is a Paul Brent, which he's, you know, this local, world like, famous, yeah. But he's also local at the same time. Anyhow, I'm going to turn this around so you can see and just kind of show you some of these other ones. All right, so starting over here with Heather Clement. Heather Clements is just one of the most talented people in town, I swear. I just think the stuff that she does is so cool. And we've got a few other of her murals that we're gonna try and get to today so we can show you. But like, aren't these just incredible? All right, and coming down to these birds of paradise, and you know, I don't know all of the artists that actually, Kristen's Taylor, there's one. And I think that's Ola Guy, I think that's her name. This right here, I love art that is kind of eclectic and just layered. And I think that this is just a great example of that. It's so neat. I'm gonna get this on the other side of this truck so you can maybe see a little bit better. Look how this aardvark like comes over into the drain pipe, and this gorgeous flower going up into that security camera light. And there's so many cool details. Left you some seeds in the mailbox, hope you're not out of town, love you. Like, it's just, oh God, it's so clever. All right, I just said to Rick, I was like, who did this? It's Heather Parker, and Heather Parker has done some artwork for us, and she's also been a great resource for us to find artists to do other projects that we wanted to have done for family. So anyhow, she is just, she's such a talent, and she's a great facilitator of getting people together in the art world. So anyhow, we just think she's pretty incredible. All right, this is a new one for us. This is,
we just peeked around the corner.
Yeah, we peeked around the corner, and this is brand new. Art by Mr. J. Let me turn this around so you can see the art by Mr. J. I'm not sure if it's even done. It looks like they're still finishing it. Art by Mr. J. And this is the backside of our city hall. And it goes all the way down to the backside of City Hall and Beach Imports, which isn't Beach Imports anymore. It's a dance studio, and I think people live there too. Yeah, it looks like they're still adding on. This is pretty great.
It's pretty cool.
Look how big this is. Like, this is awesome. And it kind of spans the entire length of the parking lot here. It's great. This is another one of our favorites. I just think this is so smart. Look at this. I'm gonna trip. Love this. This is the backside of El Weirdo, and we took you guys on a tour of this a couple weeks ago. This is just one of the coolest additions to Panama City. I mean, talk about layered artwork, and this is a mural on the back of their wall that isn't quite complete yet. The same person that did the Welcome to Panama City mural also did this one, and I need to find out what her name is so that way I can tag her in this too. But anyhow, just like
this
such a
area is going to be like a major
it is. It's like such a cool addition to Panama City. Just love this. Jeff from El Weirdo said that the same artist that did the Welcome to Panama City is the same person that's doing the back El Weirdo. So that's why I'm here. Okay, I don't know what her real name is. I know it's a female artist, but it's at a beautiful mess. At a beautiful mess. UH beautiful mess. So anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna have to I'll look it up and at her on her Insta and see what her actual real name is. You're very talented. If
Yes.
we tag you in this, which we probably will, anyhow, we love your art.
Really cool.
All right, so we're at the last stop.
I'm just gonna stand here for a second.
Like, can you even like
That's, like, so
this?
cool.
It is. It's just incredible. This is another Heather Clements piece of art, and I remember watching this go up and just being so incredibly in awe and inspired. I just think people that can create stuff like this. Anyhow, I applaud you, and I just think
Yeah.
this is so incredible. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see this. All right. This is enormous, and it's absolutely beautiful. All right, this is our last stop today. There's actually more artwork around our neighborhood in St. Andrews, but we're going to save that for another day. We did stop and got some coffee, and now we're heading for a donut and then probably lunch. But hope you guys enjoy
Yes.
like just this art walk around
We enjoyed
Panama
it. It was
City.
fun.
It's
It's
so
a great
cool.
day
Like
for
it's
it.
this kind of stuff. It's just the best thing that's happened to our little town in like a decade. It's
Yeah.
so great. It's just incredible.